Audio test. Let's do a chat test.
Test.
Oof, that's a lot loud. Alrighty. It's been a minute since I've done a 2K stream. It's the penultimate NBA 2K22 roster, I believe, as there's like 2 weeks left in the season. They haven't updated in 3 weeks. Maybe this is the last one, question mark? Second to last one, we'll see. But I'm going to go through and check all the rating changes, see if there's any badge changes. I'm not expecting a ton of those. So let's get to it, starting with the 76ers. Korkmaz the same. Who changed on this team? Shake Milton, 73. DeAndre Jordan, -2. Isaiah Joe, -1. Anybody else? George Niang drops again. Oh, God. So pretty much the entire bench on this team was like a 73 overall. Paul Millsap also 73. All right, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 players went down. Did anybody go up? Don't think so. Also worth noting, let me just send a message to Pete real quick. As he just put up his rating update post on Operation Sports. And I can just see from glancing at it that he's got 4 players with rating changes, and I just found 5. Who's the one that he's missing? Isaiah Joe, I think? Yeah, alright, I'm gonna just leave a quick comment. Started the roster stream covering rating changes. Isaiah Joe 69 -1 is missing. Will post any other discrepancies as I come across them. Okay, as far as the Philadelphia 76ers go, how have they done since the break? Like, I feel like they're losing a little bit. They were 35-23 entering the break. So they're 11-4? Or no, I can't count. 11-6. Yeah, like they're still winning 2/3 of their games. I don't know. Like I think for a bunch of their role players to drop in ratings, kind of like silly. I don't know. I don't really know what to make of that because they're not really struggling. They're like Doc Rivers is not the world's greatest coach, and typically role players don't post the greatest stats on his team. Like, dating back to when he was with the Celtics, I remember guys like Eddie House, James Posey, etc. Like, as soon as they all joined the Celtics, like their stats and production all went to die because Doc just kind of has a limited role of like, you know, his teams are very star driven, so the role players don't get a ton of opportunity. And we can, I think of anything like Harden and Embiid being on the same team, both guys being like high usage guys. Like there are a bunch of games where Tyrese Maxey is like completely uninvolved. Like Doc just doesn't know what to do. So like, but at the same time, like if Maxey's not involved, Tobias Harris isn't involved, how come their ratings aren't dropping? Why is it just like the rest of the guys who, for the most part, have stable production? It's not like it's not like George Niang's production's gone down any further since the team got Harden. If anything, he's playing more because they haven't been able to close with Matisse Thybulle for offensive purposes. Anyway, let's go on to the Bucks. Let's see what I can find here. Oh, actually, any badge changes? Does not look like it. 37, 46, 20, 24. Yeah. All right, they are.
What is up with the Warriors?
Still the same. I don't know. Let's. Sure, I'll skip ahead. Wait, Curry's not injured in the 2K roster? Can we, like, let go of Stauffer? He is not any good at this. Maybe they already did let him go, because 2K really hasn't put much effort in the last month. Wiggins, 83. Is a -1. Poole is up 2. Kuminga. Gary Payton hasn't played either, right? Or did he come back? No, he's back. Okay. Yeah, Curry's not back either, right? I'm not crazy. No, Curry's been out. Looney. Wiseman's out for the year. Why the fuck is he healthy? And Iguodala came back. What the fuck? Like, alright. If they can't
Curry not back yet.
Listen, if they can't keep up with the injuries, they should not implement them. Period. You know. Bielitsa went down a point. Damian Lee went down a point. Toscano Anderson down a point. Okay. Looney's down a point. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Moody went down. 6 players down. Wild. Alright, badge totals. Probably no changes, I'm guessing. Actually, we got a badge change for Klay Thompson. He lost 4 badges. So, I'll be curious to see what those were. Badge changes for Jordan Poole. other changes? Don't know exactly what changed on him. That's easier for me to check when I'm not streaming. Okay. That's kind of so we're seeing a lot of role players drop in ratings so far. We just did 2 teams, and we saw Jordan Poole so far is the only player that went up in rating, +2. Andrew Wiggins went down a point. Everybody else that went down was a role player. So that's noteworthy, I guess. Alright, off to Milwaukee. Alright, they dropped Drew Holiday somehow. Drew Holiday's having a great season. Hornets down a point. Lopez down a point. Aren't the Bucks winning right now? Ibaka up a point. Okay. Sure. Okay. Javon Carter up. That makes sense. Warren down. Wes Matthews is still in the gutter. By the way, am I, like, maybe I might need to move my mic a little closer. I feel like it's too far away from me. Hopefully I can be heard better now. Why did Drew Holiday drop? When was the last roster update? March 10th? Since then, he shot 51% from the field, 40 from 3, averaging 21 and 7. They don't know what they're doing? Okay. 2, 3, 4, $5. Let's compare this against Pete's list. Yeah, he's got the same 5. Why did Ibaka go up? Because funny enough, he's out of the rotation now for the most part, now that Lopez is back. Whatever, Chicago. They have fallen off a little bit, kind of fallen back down to earth. Obviously, been missing Lonzo Ball. DeMar DeRozan, -1. I disagree. Caruso's a -2. He came back from injury, but he mentioned that like he wasn't 100%, so not a huge surprise for his his production was affected by that. A -1 for Io DeSunmo and a -2 for Kobe White. This looks like they're not getting great guard play at the moment. +1 for Javonte Green. -2 for Derrick Jones Jr. Wow, the fucking role players are getting hammered in this update. Why? I don't know. Alex Caruso. Shooting 36% from the field since the last update. 6 points per game in 29 minutes. Yeah, he's not really himself. Clearly. Definitely a little stretched as like a lead guard. And did like his return maybe just like kind of throw a wrench into like DeSunmo and Kobe White? It seems possible. Kobe White looks like he's been struggling. Yeah, 39 from the field, 30 from 3, 9 points per game off the bench. DeSunmo's got 8 starts. Has Levine not been playing? Or let me just check a recent box score for the Bulls. I admittedly haven't seen any of their box scores over the last week. Okay, so we're back to like the 4 guard alignments. So like Alex Caruso's been playing the 4 for this team. Javonte Green's been coming off the bench. Maybe not a big secret why they haven't been winning then. Yeah, Alex Caruso, Patrick Williams is Alex Caruso's backup, it looks like.
Do you think you'll ever do another ratings change with historic players, like with what you did with Wizards MJ?
Yeah, that's all. I have stuff in the pipeline. I just don't have as much time as I would like. Yeah, there's just a lot that I'm working on at the moment. The 2K stuff. I'm pretty close to done with like this current season. And then the next, I guess I prefer to look at it as like data projects rosters. I don't know how to express my thoughts on it cleanly midstream, but yeah, I will eventually get into some historic content. I just haven't decided like what the format I'm going to use is, and yeah, we'll see. Let's move on to Cleveland. Darius Garland, still the same. They've been slipping a little bit in the standings because they've been dealing with injuries to Allen and now Mobley. and a +1. Okay. Levert looks like he fell off a cliff. Levert's a -3. I was not a super fan of that trade when it happened. Cedi Osman's a -2. Man, lots of players dropping. Which is kind of curious because this is like one of the best offensive months in like NBA history. March was. So like players should be going up if that's the case, not down. Because 2K only looks at like offensive production and stuff. They don't really evaluate like none of these players that are getting overall changes. They didn't re-rate anybody's defense or anything. Let's see Wayne's out for the year. Only 3 changes for the Cavs? No, 4. 1, 2. Yeah, Markkanen and Stevens went up. Levert, Osman down. Document up a little bit. Alright, and any bad changes? I guess we have a bad change for Cedi Osman. Weirdly enough. Okay. +2 to his badges. Probably just some random shooting badges, is my guess. That's a good sign, I suppose. It's just completely random. 2K's barely adjusted badges this year, so maybe they're finally catching up, but I don't know. Like one random player per update isn't really cutting it either. Like we have no badges for DeSunmo, and he's been starting for a couple months now. Boston, who I was picking them to make the finals until the Robert Williams injury. Now I'm not so sure. They're probably second round and out unless Robert Williams can make a comeback. Tatum was a +1. White's a -1. Peyton Pritchard's a +4? Did I read that right? Wow. Tice +1. Grant Williams -1? I don't know. +2 for Sam Hauser. Okay. So a lot of Celtics went up. Kind of the first team that we've actually seen move in like a positive direction, the 5 that we've done so far. Let's check out Peyton Pritchard. Let's see, Pritchard for the month of March had a 68 true shooting. He did more or less did the same thing in February. 66 true shooting. He was not very good his first few months of the year. He got hurt in the preseason. He wasn't really himself, I guess, until recently. He's been playing really well. Specifically for this update cycle, he averaged 10.5 points per game, 53 from the field, 51 from 3, 20 minutes per game. So pretty reasonable. More or less like what they got from him last year. No badge changes on any of these guys. Nope. Okay. Let's go to the Clippers, who've got back Paul George. George gets his position change. He's starting at 2 guard. +1 for Marcus Morris. -1 for Nick Batum. I'm gonna move my microphone real quick. It's in a different spot than I usually have it, and I find myself, I'm like talking to the left even though my mic's on the right. Just because I'm used to it being in a certain spot. Amir Coffey, -2. He got a standard contract, but he's more or less out of the rotation, especially now that Paul George is back. Brandon Boston goes down a point. 2K Scrub 67. And not a ton of changes here. Morris was the only one that went up. So three more role players went down in rating. 4 players overall with changes. Grizzlies. John Morant's out the next 2 weeks, although 2K doesn't seem to care. Desmond Bain, +2. Tyus Jones, an 80. Melton, 80. Clark's, 8. Jared Culver went down 2 points. I didn't realize he was playing enough to, like, even have that happen. Yeah, he's barely played. He's played 6 games, averaging 6 minutes per game, shot 38% from the field. Like, I don't know where they're getting a -2 from. That means a substantial, like, drop. And you can't create a substantial, like, he barely played. I don't know. I don't know what these fucking idiots are doing. Okay, 5 rating changes for the Grizzlies. Culver's the only one that went down. The rest, everybody else went up. Desmond Bain got a +2. Let's check in with him. .49 from the field, 53% from 3 over this rating cycle. 24 and 4. Yep. He's pretty good. Up to Atlanta. They have been without John Collins of late. Not that 2K seems to care. They did drop Collins in rating as he was struggling. He's got like a broken finger that made it difficult for him to shoot, but he played like 1 game this entire rating cycle back on March 11th. He went 3 for 8 from the field, so I guess that's why he dropped. I guess. I mean, Gallinari has been starting in his place. No change for him. Okongwu got a +1. There's a decent chance he'll be the starter next season. Delon Wright, +1. Jalen Johnson +1. Interesting. I wonder if he's played more with the injury to John Collins, but I somehow doubt it. Well, no, yeah, he has not. He's played 3 games. He played. He got the most meaningful minutes of his career of late. He played 24 minutes, 25 minutes against the Pistons. Had 11 points on 5 of 9 shooting. And then against the Pacers, he played 17 minutes and had 12 points on 6 of 8 shooting. So, I mean, he was productive in his 3 games this rating cycle. He shot 65% from the field. But, I mean, it's 3 games, you know. Like, sure, boost him a point, but then you'll have players that, like, go cold for extended periods, and they more or less just ignore it. But either way, 4 rating changes for the Hawks. Going over to the Heat. Actually, hold on. Let me just do my due diligence. Check for badges. We have had 2 players with badge changes. Nada. Looks like Desmond Bane got an extra badge. It's his 2nd badge update of the year. He started the season with 9, went up to 12 in January, and now he's got 13. Other changes at Atlanta. No changes. All right, that brings us to Miami. No badge changes. Let me see their ratings. Jimmy Butler, -1. He's now been a -1 in back-to-back updates. Tyler Hero continues to be an 85 for God knows what reason. PJ Tucker dropped. Oh boy, this is not looking great. Dwayne Dedmon dropped. Victor Oladipo -4. That one's actually deserved. He's been a shell of his former self since returning from injury. Max Strus -1. Pretty much every role player on the Heat dropped in rating. Jeez. Six players on the Heat. Dropping rating. Yeah, 6 players. I had to check Michael Mulder because he just joined the team. But even he drops in rating by 2 points. Three, four, five, six. Oh, sorry. 7 players went down when you count Jimmy Butler. Okay. Wow. Yeah, they're a lot of players went down this update. All right, Charlotte. '86 LaMelo is a +1 for Miles Bridges. -1 for Harrell. -2 for Oubre. -1 for Isaiah Thomas. -1 for Cody Martin. -2 for Jalen McDaniels. Wow. They dropped the rating of their top 5 backups. All right, Utah. Or hold on, badges. Yeah, 30 for Isaiah Thomas, 2 for Cody Martin. That checks out. Okay. Utah. -1 for Gobert. What the fuck? -2 for Donovan Mitchell. Okay, I'm gonna look into that in a second. That's wild. -1 for Rudy Gay. -2 for Royce O'Neal. Royce O'Neal now has the same rating as Jared Butler, who gets a +1. -1 for Daniel House, who I don't even think has been playing. Yeah, let's check out the Daniel House. Okay, House played 3 games this update cycle. And hit 42% from 3. So, I don't know why he dropped. Mitchell. Let's see Mitchell. This update cycle, 29 points per game, 5 rebounds, 5 assists, 46 from the field, 36 from 3, 89 from the line. What the fuck are they doing? How do you get a -2 from that? Seven players with rating changes on the Jazz. And like none of them make any sense. Missed one. Gabe Vincent's also a -3 somehow on the Heat. I don't know how I missed that one. Oh. These ratings are so bad, they're putting me to sleep. Oh my god. Sacramento. -1 for Harrison Barnes. Still no badge update for him. +2 for Davion Mitchell. Only 2 rating changes for the Kings. Yep. Why am I surprised? I'm not surprised. That is they're low in edits for the year, though. Alright, moving on to the RJ Barrett in 85. Ugh, that's not even recent though. That's like he got that in the last update already. Derrick Rose is healthy? I don't Julius Randle is like the 3rd best guy on the Knicks, and I'm not even mad. It's a -1 for him. +1 for Quickly and Burks. -1 for Fournier, who's been playing better. -2 for Quentin Grimes. Oh, God. I am defeated. I don't have the energy to break down how bad the 2K roster is anymore. Because, like, it's just, like, very clear that they don't care. Why do I care that they don't care? Alright, a +3 for Jericho Sims. Badge updates. Let's go to the Lakers. Anthony Davis is back. News to me. -1 for Carmelo. Mercifully, they did not drop Westbrook's rating. This is only the 3rd time this year that they have not dropped his rating. I guess he must have bottomed out. -1 for Tucker. I don't know how these guys have a lower rating than Mason Jones. Mason Jones is like the 10th best guy on this team. What the fuck? And Wenyen Gabriel, of course, starts for the team and is the lowest rated player. Yep, no badge changes. Oh, only 2 updates for the Lakers? No, 3, I'm sorry. THT. Orlando. Oh, -1 for Franz Wagner. Just what we needed. Another -1 for Cole Anthony. +1 for Mo Wagner. -1 for Jalen Suggs. -1 for Chuma. -1 for Hampton. Lots of downgrades for the guys at the bottom of the league. -1 for Admiral Schofield. Bad changes, I mean. Oh, Mavericks. Nothing. That didn't. Witty's a +1. How the fuck is Maxi Kleber a -1? Oh. I just can't. -2 for Josh Green. -1 for Davis Bertans. +1 for Frank Ntilikina. -1 for Sterling Brown. Alright, 6 edits for Dallas. Didn't see any bad changes. Let's go to the Nets. Kyrie is up a point. I'm like shocked that Simmons is not healthy for this team. +1 for Andre Drummond. This is his high point of the year. +1 for Claxton. +1 for Bruce Brown. -1 Cam Thomas. -2 Goran Dragic. Oh my god. Patty Mills has a lower rating than Day'Ron fucking Sharp. There isn't enough time in the day. -1 for Will Barton, a +3 for Bones Highland. +1 for Jeff Green. -1 for Jamichael Green. -2 Bryn Forbes. And a +1 for Marcus Howard. Okay. -1 for Malcolm Brogdon. +1 for Jalen Smith. That's his career high. +1 for Brissett. +3 for Goga Batadze. +1 for Lance Stevenson. +2 for Justin Anderson. He of the 10-day contract. Lots of players went up on the Pacers. The only one who went down was Brogdon. No badge changes, I assume. Nope. Alright, Pellies. That's a +1 for CJ McCollum. No other changes. Alvarado is a +3. Graham is a -3. Wow. Murphy is a +3. Okay. Snell -1. Garrett Temple still somehow a 70. Once again, a team with a lot of movement on the bench. In fact, I'm kind of curious. I'm going to go back once I finish this up. 34. Yeah, no bad changes. Let me really quickly go back and see how many starters have changed in rating so far, because it has not been many. Milwaukee, we've got Brook Lopez and Drew Holiday. Chicago, Caruso, DeRozan, DeSunmo, so that's 5 total. Cleveland, Markkanen, Lamar Stevens, that's 7. Boston, Tyson Tatum, that's 9. For the Clippers, Morris and Batum, that's 11. Grizzlies, Adams, Bane, Tyus Jones, that's 14. Atlanta, nobody. Miami, Tucker and Butler is 16. Charlotte, Bridges and Ball is 18. Utah, Gobert, O'Neal, and Mitchell is 21. Kings, Barnes is 23. New York, Randall Fournier, Burks. Lakers, nobody. Orlando, 3 guys. Dallas, nobody. Brooklyn, 3 guys. Denver, 2 guys. Indiana, 1 guy. New Orleans, 1 guy. It's been like, I would say, an average of 2 starters per team have had a rating changed. And I feel like the percentage for like the role players, like 6 through 12, has been a lot higher. That's just my feel so far. All right, Detroit. Cade Cunningham, +1. Sadiq Bey, +1. As Jeremy Grant's out for the year. Just make that adjustment real quick in my documents. Marvin Bagley is a +2. He's been starting for Jeremy Grant. Olynyk +1. Damn, the ratings for this team are... Everybody's going up because they're getting playing time, not because the team is playing better. Saban Lee is a +1. Magruder -1. Magruder's the only one on the team to drop in rating. Six Pistons edited. No bad changes, right? Oh, okay. Toronto. Alright, a +2 in rating for Spicy P. -2 in rating for Fred VanVleet. Let me check out that. Because that means that he has been playing poorly since the All-Star break. Yeah, that's true. So 35%, 27% from 3 for this rating cycle, 14 points, 6 assists, 5 rebounds. He's been out of the lineup a little bit, so it does look like he's banged up, dealing with injuries. If I recall, Scotty Barnes drew a couple starts at point guard in his stead. So he goes up in rating to a +1. Precious Achua +1. V +1. Oh, man. All right. So not a ton to report with Toronto. Probably actually, well, so I say that, but like more than the average team actually, because they had +2 to starter, and then -2 to a different starter. So never mind what I said. This is a higher impact change compared to some other teams. 5 players adjusted for the Raptors. Any badge updates? Nope. I think I missed. Yeah, Trey Burke is a -3 in this update. So 7 players for Dallas. I'm looking at Pete's list on Operation Sports, comparing it against mine. Yeah, everything, for the most part, checks out. Caught another one that he missed. Let's do Houston. Nothing yet. Oh, there we go. Jason Tate -1. Şengün +2. Christopher +1. Eric Gordon -1. Really should have traded him at the deadline. Garrison Matthews -1. Bruno Fernando +2. Oh boy. Alrighty. Badge changes. Nope. None for Jalen Green this go around. None for Şengün. Yep. Alright, next. San Antonio. +1 for Keldon Johnson. -1 for Dev Vassell.
How does Segun only have 2 badges?
Because 2K is really bad at doing badges. Sorry, I was mid-stretch. Because they've only edited badges for like 20 to 25 players this year. Like, Şengün has 2 badges for the same reason Harrison Barnes only has 7. Or Ayo Dosunmu has 0, or the list goes on and on. No real changes on this team. Hold on, who changed? Did anybody change a rating besides Keldon Johnson? Yeah, Zach Collins was a +1. Okay, I'm starting to gloss over a little bit. Is that what P got? Yeah. Oh wait. He did not get Collins. He got yeah, I have Vassell. Okay. Zach Collins. Let me just double check. I think I just had a typo for last cycle. Okay, so only 2 updates for the Spurs. And I imagine it's silly for me to check their badges. Yep. The Spurs, I believe, have the lowest number of badges in the game. They have 87 total badges, which is pretty fucking bad. considering they have a player on the team who made the All-Star team. Like, Vassell, 32 of 87 is... he alone has 37% of the badges on this team. Conversely, like the OKC Thunder have 98. And they're a bunch of like G League caliber guys. So for the Spurs to have even less is pretty wild. And like obviously, like the Suns who made the finals have 216. Their entire bench probably has more than the Spurs combined. Alright, so looking over their ratings, we got a +1 for Devin Booker. +1 for DeAndre Ayton. +1 for Campaign. Basically, the guys who help fill in for Chris Paul are all getting boosts. -1 for Jay Crowder. +1 for Aaron Holiday. -1 for Biyombo. Nothing really noteworthy. No badge changes, right? Nope. Okay, moving on to the aforementioned OKC Thunder. And this is probably going to be quick because their entire team is hurt. Zarobi +1. He's the best active player on the team. Trey Mann +1. Poku +1. Oh boy. Maladon +1. Waters +1, +2 rather. Krejci +2. Okay, pretty much every healthy player on the team, with the exception of Wiggins and Oliver Sarr, went up in rating. I'd imagine that none of these guys had badge updates. Nope. Alright, next. Actually, wait. Oh no, this is 0. Who had the 1? Poku? Okay. Alright, Towns. Or Timberwolves, I should say. Towns, 89, no change. -1 for Anthony Edwards. -2 for D'Angelo Russell. +1 for Pat Beverly. 3 out of 5 starters change in rating, okay. +1 for Prince. -1 for Noel. +1 for McLaughlin. Alright, no badge updates, right? 42, Russell, team 6. Nope. Portland, similar to OKC, like their whole team is hurt. Alright, +2 for Josh Hart. +1 for Watford. I think he's been hurt though. Well, he's only missed the last 2 games, actually. Yeah, so he's actually played really well over the last month. 9 games started, 16 points per game, 6 rebounds, 3 assists, 53 from the field. So he's been the starting 4 next to Drew Eubanks. Which, you know what? I didn't actually realize that. I'm guessing for him to get 9 starts, does that mean that Justice Winslow has missed all this time? Winslow, well, he's missed the last 4 games. He did miss a stretch. Yeah, he's only played 4 games this month. He came back, but then I didn't realize he got hurt again. He played 7 minutes in his last outing against the Spurs, who started with him in that one. So he was the starting 3 in that one. Okay. Let me just backtrack a little bit. CJ Ellaby started. So Josh Hart missed some time too, right? I'm just trying to get a feel for where I should have these guys position-wise. Let me say Josh Hart. He started all 13 games for the Blazers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So he's missed the last 6 games for the Blazers. So what did he do? The last time all these guys were healthy. Eubanks, Watford, Hart started at the 3. With Ellaby and Williams as the backcourt. Winslow did not dress for that one. I'm just trying to get a feel for if both Hart and Winslow are healthy. Is Winslow going to come off the bench? Okay, no. Okay. Cool. So against the Nets, the Blazers ran Brandon Williams at the 1, Hart and Winslow. So one of those guys was the 2, one of them was the 3, and then Watford and Eubanks, with Ellaby off the bench. And let me look at some lineup data for that. All right, so McLemore was Winslow's backup. So they went with Williams, McLemore, Ellaby, Hart, Watford. Because they went small, bringing in Ellaby for Eubanks. Because the Blazers are a fucking mess. Like, they don't even have a backup center if they're going to start Watford. So just for the moment, I'm going to deactivate Hart in my roster. Watford's been healthy. They're so tricky. When and how many games has Chris Dunn started? Just the one game. Okay. All right. When's the last time Winslow played? Winslow missed the last 4 games, so I'm taking like both of them out of the lineup. So who started the most recent game? Greg Brown the third and Keon Johnson. Oh boy. Greg Brown, I assume, is starting for Watford. He only started 1 game. He didn't play the game. Let me see the Thunder lineup. Hughes started and Keon Johnson. What a bizarre, what a world we live in right now. I don't even know what to make of that. They're straight up went like completely centerless. They don't even have like a power forward. I guess I'm counting Keon Johnson as their starting 3 at the moment. Like, I guess. Yeah, he started 6 games. And he started the last 4. Yeah, he's the starting 3. Okay. That was this was illuminating. Did I even finish them, or I just like lost it when I got to here? Yeah, I did not finish them. All right, +1 for Chris Dunn. +1 for CJ. +1 for Keon. Jesus Christ. Alright, let me hop into my roster.
Is there a way to use your roster on PC?
No. Sorry. I'm crying. Alright, top 7 guys on the team are hurt. Ugh. Ugh. I gotta do surgery. Alright. Let me see. Watford. I can change his position, I think. He's starting next to Eubanks, so. And then Brown is starting for him. Alright, that's fine. This is where things are kind of gonna get weird. I don't think he plays point guard for. He played point guard with the Clippers. This is so bizarre. This is the optimal alignment for the Blazers. But I might change my mind. Oh my god. He started at the 2. Okay, so. Yeah, I think when everybody's healthy. With the Pelicans, it was a little different, but Portland, it looks like that's fine. And let me see Keon Johnson. Yeah. I don't like having, like, I don't like having 5 guys at, like, 5, 5, and 5, and then only 2 guys at the power forward. But, like, I guess it's worth noting that, like, their whole season's fucked anyway, because they have 2 guys on hardship exceptions between Eubanks and Chris Dunn. And Reggie Perry, I believe. Yeah, they have 3 guys on hardship deals right now. So, like, the exact numbers are a little out of whack. Like, Joe Ingles, they would have never picked him up if he wasn't injured. So he kind of doesn't really count. So really, this is like 4 deep. He's been out for the year, too. And he doesn't, like, he's fake injured right now. and I already did the Warriors before, so I guess let's just actually finish off with the Wizards. Five players went up on the Blazers. But again, it's not because they've been playing well, just a bunch of guys who weren't getting playing time started getting playing time. And it's almost foolish for me to look, but no badge updates. Yeah, 4 for Simons, 10 for Josh Hart. Yep. 0 Watford. Alright, let's finish off with Washington. +1 for Porzingis. -1 for Kuzma, who is out for the year. Oddby is a +2. Okay. KCP, NATO, Kispert. Is a +1. Smith -1. Cedi. Yeah, kind of anticlimactic. No major updates here. One, two, three, 4 total. Alright, and that seems like a wrap. 24 badges. 3, 12, 10. Yeah, no changes. Alright, so we had 2 players with badge changes, Cedi Osman and Klay Thompson, so I will jump into those guys. It's made slightly complicated by I've already done their badges in my roster. So let's see how I'm going to do this. Okay, alright, Osman picks up 2 shooting badges, not a surprise. Catch and shoot bronze is one of them. Kind of a no-brainer. And I'm gonna guess set shooter. No, he already had it. Okay. Green machine. Green machine is the other one. Okay. Whatever. Then let's check out. Actually, I'm gonna do Klay Thompson's badges during the stream. Green Machine on him. It really doesn't fucking matter. Klay Thompson. Alright, so he lost Pro Touch right off the bat, because I've already seen he doesn't have any finishing badges. Alright, so 119, 5 and 12. Alright. His badges were unchanged since last year as he hadn't played, so Pro Touch is going away. Actually, let me just load up his whole stat thing. So the question becomes, should he have any finishing badges, period? So he's 42 of 63 on layups this year, 67%. 76% of them are assisted, so he's not taking anybody off the dribble, which makes his percentage, like, misleading. If he was making 67% of his layups and assisted like 10% of the time, like a LeBron James or something, that would be impressive, but he's not, so I don't think he really needs like, he's a good finisher, just like he can't really he just shouldn't really have any badges. So I'm gonna like tentatively take it off of him. All right, shooting, which is obviously the main one. Let's see. Blinders, Hall of Fame. Yep. Green Machine, Hall of Fame. Yep. Catch and shoot, gold. Yep. Clutch shooter. Corner specialist. Yeah, no changes so far. Hot zone. Mismatch. Rhythm. Shooter. Let me see his shooting stats. Well, he doesn't really take guys off the dribble. And yeah, improve shots after breaking down your defender. That's not really him, so I'm going to downgrade that. Yeah, you're going to go to a bronze with that. If anything, Klay Thompson's known for being the guy who scored, like, what was it, like 50 points on 11 dribbles or something like that. Gold set shooter, yeah. Slippery off ball. I have this at Hall of Fame. Sniper. Gold. Oh, what am I doing? So, sir, burp. These aren't his changes. These are what he had. I'm checking my defaults, I guess you could say. Circus 3s, silver, default equals gold. Alright, so that changed in between seasons. Also, I gotta check because I changed how I evaluate that. Well, oh, you know what? Hold on. I might have already done that one in advance. Klay Thompson. No, he should have a silver. Maybe I already did him. Just that badge in particular. I'm not sure. It'll. Did I do his badges? No, because. I'm sorry, this is like a little confusing for me. Difficult shot, silver. Yeah, no, I didn't do his badges, so we're just decreasing his Deadeye from silver to gold. Deadeye and Circus 3s are the two that I think changed just from last season. But if I'm wrong, we'll probably figure it out kind of quickly once we jump in. His other stuff, Stop and Pop silver, Volume shooter, Chef bronze. Oh, you know what? Okay. Fade Ace, bronze. I think. Let me hit undo a couple times. I think I already did his badges, and I came to the same total of 37, and I just didn't update my doc to reflect that I'd done his badges, because I'm pretty sure I edited him when he came back. But I think I just missed a badge. Which was... Slippery is just supposed to be Hall of Fame. Yeah, okay. So if I've already done his badges, then I can actually, let me just confirm that by looking at his not shooting badges. Yeah, I did his badges. Okay, cool. Okay. Oops. All right, save, exit. So 33 badges, 0, 19, 2, 12. Okay, so he actually lost a bunch of playmaking badges. So let's check out also the various qualities. Make sure there's no changes here. Alright, so what did he lose for playmaking? He had stop and go, which is kind of an odd one. He lost space creator. I don't know if I agree with that at all. lost bailout? Okay. Alright, so those are the 4 badges he lost. Pro Touch, Stop and Go, Space Creator, and Bailout. That's kind of weird. Doesn't seem like he probably has any other changes aside from that. Never mind. Alright, so... let's see. Braces, gold. Clamps, gold. Menace, gold. Stripper... Intimidator, Pest. Alright, Pest is -1. Pick Dodger is a -1. Tireless Defender is a -1. Defensive Leader is a -2. That was a gold. That's it. Adopting any of those? Let's see. Pick and roll. Ball handler. On Synergy. Klay Thompson, defense. Well, he's worse, I guess, than previously. 48th percentile this year. Previously, he was 90th percentile. 47th the year before that. 59th. Yeah, I'll take off gold for sure. Probably shouldn't have been gold to begin with. And what did I have? Hold on. Stop and Go. He really had Stop and Go? I don't know how I missed that. Defensive Leader. I've already got him at bronze. Let's do silver here. higher list, we could probably take off him. What's his MPG? 29 minutes per game. Yeah, he's not playing 34 minutes per game like he was before. If anything, is Silver okay? I think because he's not like an Iron Man anymore, I have no problem taking that down to like bronze. And I'm just gonna notate that 2019 he was a gold. Because I don't imagine that's something that's gonna like age well on him.
What is up R2K? What are you updating on this one? By the way man, the roster is great already.
Hey, what's up? I'm updating. 2 players had badge updates for the 2K roster, Cedi Osman and Klay Thompson. So I'm just I tracked what Klay Thompson's changes were, and now I'm just implementing like whatever minor tweaks. Or at least I'm checking the changes that 2K made, and I don't necessarily agree with them. Like, for example, they dropped Klay Thompson's tireless defender from a gold to a silver. I'm taking it one step further to a bronze because Thompson's just not at the level of athlete that he was previously. He's 31 years old now. Previously, he was playing, in the upper 30s minutes per game. Right now, he's down to 29. So stamina for him is, a bigger issue than it was before. So I don't mind dropping him just a little bit further than 2K did. Using this as an opportunity to like reanalyze. Some of these golds can probably just become silvers too. Like, I don't think he should be like an all-NBA defender at this stage. Some of them maybe shouldn't even be here at all, but I'll analyze that another day when I like do the entire badge at once. Pest. That was another one that dropped, right? But I had already had it lower. Yeah, I had already had it lower. I think that's it. They removed bailout, but I'm just going to give it back to him. They removed Pro Touch, and I'm not 100% sure about that one. What do you do on layups in 2019? 65%? Kind of the same thing. He's like a good finisher, but he just doesn't get to the rim enough, and he can't create his own layup. Or his own drive, I should say. Anything else? He's a pretty reasonable shot blocker for a guard. Gonna decrease his steal stuff. You don't get steals. This is his career low in steals. So yeah, we can take pretty safely. Where is it? Interceptor can go away. This I'll just make a bronze, and pickpocket, what is it, the top? Yeah, alright. That can go away as well. And while we're on kind of the same topic, let me check his hustle data. He's got a hustler badge. All right, Klay Thompson in 2019. 2.3 deflections per 36 minutes, and now in 2022, 1.5 deflections. Yeah, I'm taking the badge off of him. I think that's pretty reasonable. Where is it? Equals bronze. I did not take Pro Touch off of him. I'm gonna leave it on him. It's like he is a good finisher. I just think I don't want anything else related to that on him. I'm okay with him having the one finishing badge. And I did drop his rating by a point, which I'm cool with. Shooting wise, 81, 82, 83 3-point. Ball control. Yeah, 75 is probably fine. Anything else standing out? What's the rest of the shooting stats? Mid-range. He's at 43%. I'd probably drop that. Close range, 64 of 148. 46%. He's only dunked 3 times. He dunked in his initial game back, but he hasn't dunked really much since. Only 3 dunks on the year. 0.6% of his field goal attempts. Wasn't really much of a dunker before that. That can pretty safely go down. $55. 55 or 50? I'll do 50. I think I like that split on him. Shot IQ, 1.8. No, that's still a 99. Drop a steal. 2019 is 65. actually bring up his stamina because he's been playing more. Oh, I never dropped it to begin with. Okay. I think we're good from here. I kind of wanted to be an 84. How far away? He's kind of close. It's worth. I think it's worth it then to reanalyze some of these. I dropped something on him. Rhythm shooter, right? Yeah, rhythm shooter should not be a gold. Dropping that to a bronze is going to be pretty damaging. Yeah, he's right there. Okay. Kind of at a loss for like what else I can change on him. Let me see some of the rest of his synergy data. Yeah, we could probably downgrade, like, I don't think clamp should be a silver anymore. Probably either a bronze or nothing. I think these things that I dropped from gold to silver, I'm gonna actually drop them to bronze. He's not really a high impact defender anymore. Maybe I describe him as like slightly above average. And that should get him down to an 84. Clamps. Menace and braces. That didn't drop him? Oh, I never dropped Pick Dodger. Alright, God willing, that's gonna do it. What the fuck? Alright. Literally on the borderline. Jeez, now what? Alrighty, thanks guys for watching. I'm gonna get some dinner and maybe watch the Morbius movie later tonight. Today's the first day of it being out. Thanks for tuning in, and I will be back with some more 2K roster content. Probably won't take 2 months this time to come up with it. Thanks again. Cheers.